You are a software engineer, right? Then can you fix my computer? Are you a real engineer or a virtual engineer? So you just sit around computers all day. Can you hack into my ex Instagram, please? I get asked these questions over and over again. So I thought, hey, what if I could just build an AI version of myself so I don't have to talk to people? So here is what we are building: an AI agent which takes the persona of you. It knows about you, your experience, your skill set, and then it talks on behalf of you. Let's try this out, okay? So I'm gonna ask him, who are you? Let's start with the basic question. Okay. There you go. I'm Wilcom Parker, a senior software engineer and software architect with blah 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 blah. All the information that I have given him. So it takes that as a context and give me an output. Right. So let me ask about my experience. All right, so it gave me right answer. This is my current position in Weatherford. This date is correct. Then previous company is correct. And before that, it was this company. And I started my career with Texas Instruments. Pretty sweet. I love it. Okay. Now let me ask some personal questions. Since it mentioned about my cat Oli, let's see. Have a cat named Oli. He's 5 years old and has strong opinion about my keyboard type. That's very sweet. I love it. Okay, so this is what we are building. Okay, and let me take you through the journey, teach you everything step by step, so you could have your own version of your own AI or your own AI agent, to be specific. See you in the tutorial. Okay, so what do you need? And I promise, if I can do this, you can do this. My grandma could probably do this. Actually, no. She would call me to ask how to do this. And that's why we are building this AI in first place. So, number one, you need VS Code. Download from the code.visualstudio.com. I link all the links in the description so you don't have to remember it. Number two, you need a Python, not a snake, a programming language. If you are a Mac user, you probably have it. So what I would suggest, open a terminal. It sounds scary, terminal, but it's not. It's just a text box where you pass some commands and type Python 3 version. So like this. Not version, Python 3 -- and version. Congratulations, you have a Python installed in your machine. And even if you don't, do not panic. Use brew command and then give the version that you want to install. Python @3.12. Let's just say that. Okay, and then it will install the Python for you and you're good to go. And if you are a Windows user, then you have two options because Microsoft likes to give choices, so blame them. Option 1, simply go to python.org, download the Python through installer. Option 2, go to Microsoft Store, search for Python and install it. Done. And now we are back to number 3, the API key. Well, this is where things get very interesting. Alright, it's time for step 3. How to get an API key? Well, what is an API key? As the name suggests, it's an API key. So in order to access Model's API, you need a key. That is what it is, right? And I'm using OpenAI because their models are amazing and I'm basic like that. But you can use whatever you want. So I'll show you how to grab the key for OpenAI, but the steps are almost same for all other models. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna come to this URL, platform.openai.com. Then you're gonna go to API keys. Then here you're gonna click on create secret key. Now here you get a chance to give your name your key. So you can name it like my AI clone. Once you click on it, it will create a key for you. And pay attention, you'll only see it once, like a Snapchat message. So make sure you copy somewhere safe. Well, quick heads up, OpenAI charges per use, but relax, it's cheap. For this whole project, you'll spend like 10 cents. A coffee costs more, so you will survive. They also give you free credits when you sign up, so you might not pay anything. And hey, free is my favorite price. So you don't want OpenAI? That's fine too. Hey, I won't take it personally. Use Google Gemini. Go to aistudio.google.com. They have their free tier. Go to console.anthropic.com. Go to API keys and grab your key. The code that I'm going to show you today is going to work with all of them. You just need to change one line in the code, no matter which model you use. And I'll show you that in a minute. Now finally we get our hands dirty in project. First, you create a folder anywhere you like. So I'm going to call this an agent app. Then open this folder in your VS Code. So let me just do that. So go to the path and simply type code dot. It will open Visual Studio within that folder. There you go. That is your step 1. Now we need to create a virtual environment for our project. Pick fancy name but simple concept. It's like a sandbox. Whatever you do here stays here, like Vegas. So I want you to open terminal in your VS Code and simply type this command. You'll see it will go ahead and create that environment for you. If you come across some kind of error in the first time, I want you to delete that folder and run the command again. In second time, it will probably run without any errors. Now, we need to activate this environment. If you see inside a .env folder, there's a bin folder and inside that activate file. Now, simply type this command in your terminal. That will simply activate this environment. Now for Windows, you have slightly different command. I'll ping that in description section. So you go down and check that out. Now let's go to the file structure. We need a folder outside of your environment. Let's call this agent me. Now inside this folder, first thing you need is your env file. Is where you keep your API keys safe because you never push this file to your repository. It stays in your local computer. Then I'm going to create a folder named KB. Well, KB stands for knowledge base. And there is one more file that we need to add. That is your Jupyter notebook file. I'll explain what is that in a minute. First, let's just go ahead and create that. Its extension would be IPYNB. Now open your .env file and type this. The key that we copied from OpenAI's website or any API key that you might have copied from different model providers. And if you are using Google's API key or Anthropic's API key, simply use that value here as opposed to OpenAI. Again, you have to paste your actual key, not this text. And I'll be doing just that. Now the fun part, teaching AI about you. This is where your AI becomes your AI. In the KB folder, you need to add some files. See, the first file I'm adding is about me. A description about you, whatever you want your AI to use it as a context. Here I have that I'm an engineer, I have this kind of experience, this is what I do, this is the awards I have received, this is my some of the education qualification, this is some of the books that I wrote and blah, blah, blah. Whatever you think your AI to know as a context, just provide that context into aboutme.txt file. Now, then I want you to go to LinkedIn, click on this resources and download, save to PDF. The AI will know your work history, your education history and your skills. That's easy hack. So download this file and simply add that to your knowledge base. Now you can add more information about you, your resume, your blog post, the award you won in 3rd grade, whatever you want the AI to know about you. The more context you give, the smarter your AI becomes. So in AI, there's a term called garbage in, garbage out. So if you give crappy data, it will generate crappy output. But if you give good data, it will give better output. That is what gold in, gold out. So give more and accurate information about you so it can build a context around it. Now it's time to write some code. In front of us, what we have is a Jupyter notebook. If you have never seen one, think of it like a Google Doc, but better, it can compile. So it's a combination of code plus your markdown. So you can add your comments in a text format, plus you have code in the form of cells. So you don't write the whole code together, but you can execute single cell at a time. Pretty awesome. If I click here, code, it will bring that code block. This is called a cell. Okay, you can write the code here. Then you can press Shift Enter, or you can simply click on this button which will run this specific piece of code. And if you don't have Jupyter installed, go to extensions and install the Jupyter from Microsoft.com. By the way, this extension stands for Interactive Python Notebook, just in case someone asks. Now we have all set up, just we need to add the kernel to the Jupyter notebook. So go ahead and click on the select kernel. Then click on Python environments and select the latest kernel. What it will do, it will point to the environment that we have set up here. You will see the path is exactly what we needed it. So go ahead and click that. Alright, now we are ready to write some code. Well, first we need to install some libraries. Type this command and hit this button. While the installation is taking place in the background, let me explain you what these are. OpenAI library lets you talk to OpenAI's APIs. Well, this library helps you to load the secret key from .env file. With the help of Gradio, you can design a chat interface with single command. Later in consecutive videos, we will have our own React application as opposed to Gradio. But for this tutorial, Gradio is pretty straightforward. And PyPDF is simply to load the PDF document that we have attached here. Since the output is successful, we can go ahead and add the next code block. Now we need to input some of the libraries. Then go ahead and add this code in a cell. And don't worry, I'll share the link of GitHub Repo where you will get this exactly code. So you don't have to worry about code or missing out on anything. The pathlib library helps with the path. We are going to need it when we load the files from the KB folder. And we already saw what this code means. Now next, simply add this code block. Now this will automatically load the key from .env file and simply load it into OpenAI's API call. And then on the base of that, we create the client instance. Here we specify the model name. We are using 4O Mini because it's cheaper and it's easy for testing. Let's see if this works or not. Alright, so we have our model ready and our key is also verified. Now I will list down the code for Gemini and Anthropic just in case if you are using one of these model, but I won't run it since I'm not using it. Now next, give the path of the knowledge base folder and simply use PDF reader to read the PDF file inside here. And in order to read about me, you can simply use read text method. Go ahead and hit this and you will see number of characters loaded from both of the files. Now next, we build something called a system prompt. What is a system prompt? This is the most important part. Let me explain. When you talk to a ChatGPT or any AI, there is actually 3 types of messages that happens behind the scenes. Number 1, system messages. This is like a secret backstage instructions. The user never sees it, but it shapes how AI behaves. Number 2 are the user messages. That's what you type. The question, the request, and number 3 is assistant messages. That's where AI responds with. And the system prompt is where real magic happens. This is where we tell AI, you are me. Here's everything about me. Act like me, right? Now let me break down this code for you. The name is just a variable. This is where your name goes. Now inside the prompt, we are being very specific. You are this person. Use the context I gave you. If you don't know anything, simply admit it. This prompt is the soul of your AI Claude. Now this is where we are actually calling OpenAI Chat API. Here first we fill the message with the prompt. The history is all the previous messages in the conversation. Without this, your AI won't have the context what had been chat before. We simply append everything together and send it to the API and we receive in the form of response. Let's see if this is working or not. Alright, chat function is defined and ready to launch. Now the last and very crucial step. And at last, we just need 1 line of code in order to launch the chat interface UI. The Gradio takes care of the UI, the history, the web server, everything. Of course, we are going to create our own app server in future, but for now, Gradio will get the job done. Now, the moment of truth. What I tell you? What did I tell you? Alright, let's see if it works or not. How many? Pretty solid. Let's see. That is correct. I'm impressed. And now I'm going to ask him a personal question and let's see if agent is able to refuse or not. There you go, love it. So we do have some guardrails around it and we are going to build on the top of this so that it can be more context aware and what kind of context we want our AI agent to be exposed to and what kind of context or personal information we want our AI to be not exposed to, right? So there you have it. We just built an AI that talks like you. What now? Well, that is just the beginning. There's so much that we can do. In upcoming videos, I'll show you how to add a web scraping so that if the AI doesn't find any information from the documents that you have given, it should go to the links that you have provided, scrap the internet and get that information for you. For example, the articles you wrote, tweets you wrote, or the videos that you have published on the YouTube or Instagram, whatever, right? And we are also going to do, I want to add an evaluator model that checks the AI's response to see the response was actually good or not. Technically, it will retry if the response was not good enough. It's kind of a quality control for our first AI. So I'm going to have this AI fight with this AI, then this AI will fight back with this AI, and they both will figure out what is the right answer and give will give us the right answer at the end. So of course, I'm going to build a React TypeScript front-end application. I'm probably going to publish this AI on my personal website, which is here. So what I'm going to do, here somewhere I'll have the AI button. So rather than scrolling down and getting the information about me, you can just talk to my AI and get this information by yourself, right? Some sort of that thing. So yeah, well, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and the code for this project and all the links that I mentioned in the video will be down in the descriptions. There's a GitHub repo. If you like it, fork it, clone it, do whatever you want. It's open source. And thanks for watching. Now go build your AI clone and finally get some peace from your friends and family. I'll see you next time. Ciao.